Hey there, folks. Time to do today's CSS Battle. Oh, this daily target is what is that, a mushroom? Some kind of mushroom? What do I see? What do I see? Today what I see is using the nested template, so the HTML element and the body element. And I'm going to use some margins to set, let's see, a -8 bottom margin to get it right to the bottom, 21, 22, margin on the top, 7, 72 on the sides. Okay, so that limits it. And then I think what I want to do is let's see, border radius of, what is that, like 80 pixels, 80 pixels, 0, 0. How about 120? Or even something goofy like 5 inches. Oh no, 4, 3, 2, 1. Aw. All right, so no inches. How about 10 cm, 20, 15. How about 15? Oh, ch, cm. 1, 2, 3, 4. How about a Q value? 10Q. I'm having too much fun setting this as Q value. 4D 110. See, that's not that much better. The CH value actually is kind of interesting. How about 50? So 15 CH. That's fine. 80, probably, yeah, that's fine. Stop listening to me about that. Okay, and then the next part is what? I think it's a radial gradient. I'm going to do these circles, right? Radial gradient. That's a little circle guy. And then that, and then transparent. Let's do it in pixels. How about 50, 40? Okay, so he's at, so I'm going to do an at value. 50 pixels, 0, 50 pixels. So let's do 50 pixels. So lower, 100, 110, 20. Okay, and then 40. Okay, so that's where that is, and then I'm going to put that to its background position is 0, 0, and we're going to get rid of that at once we get the width. So 50 pixels, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So now that we've got that, we ditch this, and then we need to set the position, probably with a negative 20, 30, 40, and then 10 pixels, or minus 10 pixels, minus 15. There we go. All right, so that's a lot of work for that, but it's worth it for how I like to do things. Conic gradient is the next thing, which is also at 0, 0. Well, it's at 0, 0. I guess I shouldn't say at. Now let's go to width, 100 pixels, and then we'll do a no repeat. And then I'm going to do false colors, just so I know that I'm operating on what I want to be operating on. Okay, the width of that, 120, 30, 40. Great. And we want, do I want to do a from? I can just do the color. So I'll do this color 50%, and then transparent 0, 75%, and then the hot pink color or whatever that color is. All right, and then we need to change the at value. At 80 pixels, let's say. Let's see where that is. So it needs to go lower. 100, 110, 120. And then over more. Yeah. There it is. And now we let it repeat. And in theory, that's the shape. So border radius to do the top part. The little circles get their own radial gradient that repeats, and then the rest of it is filled in with the conic gradient with these colors. And we could do a from, and would that be better? From 180 degrees, which adds a little code, right? And then it would be that and 25%, which is one less color stop, right? Less a redundant color stop. And is that better score? Yeah, that's slightly better score, even though we've added the from. So we do my minify, and you replace GitHub plugins and submit that final answer. And something that I've been noticing and I think is valid, I don't know how I feel about it really, is instead of using the keyword circle, using one Q, which I believe is sort of defining a value that sets it as a circle, right? So you've gotta set radius rather than a 2-value radius like that. So that's a little shorter. So that's the magic incantation. I like even though I like short code, I like readability, and that's sort of mysterious. It's got a little code smell. But again, this is Code Golf, so you want the shortest as possible. Anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you go make a web page. The world needs more web pages. They need you to express yourself about what you think, what's going on in the world, and because it's rough out there. Oh my goodness, it's rough out there. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Bye.